Ravanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Stand.
I'm listening to you singing for the first time, Prabhuji. You can sing so well. Very nice.
Oh no.
You should sing more often for when we have this task.
No, I was multitasking, posting. Sorry, Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Who would like to do Mangalacharan?
I can do. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakammalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Lalit Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsya हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपिशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandapana. So we are today reading text number 8.
I think it's 9.
Oh,
I mean,
Prabhuji?
Chapter 8, text 9.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Prabhuji. Okay, today Raghu Prabhuji, you would lead today, right, Prabhuji? Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, who would like to start off reading the text 9, verse 9?
I can try, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Please don't allow all good Shri Prabhupada. Chapter 8, text 9. Kobim Puranam Anushashitaram Honor Oniya Masham Onusmaret Iya Sarvasya Dhataram Achinto Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasha Parastat. Hare Krishna.
Okay, I can. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Prabhuji, go ahead. No problem.
No, after you, Mataji. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. कविं पुराणमनुशासे तार मनोरणीयासमनुस्मध्ये मरेद्यः सर्वस्य धाता रमच्चिन्त्य रूपमादित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात्. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I can read, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaridyaha Sarvasya Dhataram Achintarupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mataji. Who would like to read the synonyms and translation?
I can go, Prabhu.
Yeah, please.
Kavim, the one who knows everything. Puranam, the oldest. Anusasitaram, the controller. Anoha, than the atom. Aniyamasam, smaller. Anusmarate, always thinks of. Ya, one who. Sarvasya, of everything. Dhataram, the maintainer. Achyanta, inconceivable. Rupam, whose, from. Adityavarnam, luminous like the sun. Tamasaha, to darkness. Parasatat, transcendental. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything. He who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is the smallest than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and his transcendental beyond this material nature.
Thank you, Bobby. Sushilpa Mataji, would you like to read the purport?
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna, devotees, purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. The process of thinking of the Supreme is mentioned in this verse. The foremost point is that He is not impersonal or void. One cannot meditate on something impersonal or void. That is very difficult. The process of thinking of Krishna, however, is very easy and factually stated herein. First of all, the Lord is Purusha, a person. We think of the person Rama, the person Krishna, and whether one thinks of Rama or of Krishna, what he is like is described in this verse of Bhagavad Gita. The Lord is Kavi, that is, he knows past, present, and future, and therefore knows everything. He is the oldest personality because he is the origin of everything. Everything is born out of him. He is also the supreme controller of the universe, and he is the maintainer and instructor of humanity. He is the smaller than the smallest. The living entity is 1/10,000th part of the tip of the hair, but the Lord is so inconceivably small that he enters into the heart of this particle. Therefore, he is called smaller than the smallest. As the Supreme, he can enter into the atom and into the heart of the smallest and control him as the Supersoul. Although so small, he is still all-pervading and is maintaining everything. By him, all these planetary systems are sustained. We often wonder how these big planets are floating in the air. It is stated here that the Supreme Lord, by his inconceivable energy, is sustaining all these big planets and systems of galaxies. The word achintya, inconceivable, is very significant in this connection. God's energy is beyond our conception, beyond our thinking jurisdiction, and is therefore called inconceivable, achintya. Should I continue, Prabhu, or if anyone would? Oh, finish it.
There's not too much left. You can finish it. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Who can argue this point? He pervades this material world and yet is beyond it. We cannot comprehend even this material world, which is insignificant compared to the spiritual world. So how can we comprehend what is beyond? Achintya means that which is beyond this material world, that which our argument, logic, or philosophical speculation cannot touch, that which is inconceivable. Therefore, intelligent persons avoiding useless argument and speculation should expect what is stated in scriptures like the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam and follow the principles they set down. This will lead one to understanding. Hari Bol. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. If you can give us your thoughts on the.
I'll share my 2 cents, Prabhuji. Please correct. So here Prabhupada is, or the shloka that Krishna is saying to meditate upon him. In the previous shloka, Krishna said one who should force himself to meditate upon him, tries to force himself and meditates upon him will definitely reach him. So here Krishna is saying that on whom should we meditate on, giving more insight on who's the supreme, who's actually should be called as supreme. Beautifully explained on the oldest, eternally existing, who's maintaining, controlling, smallest, and lot of inconceivable at all, completely inconceivable. And Prabhupada is emphasizing very strongly, comparing to that of the void, which is impersonalism, giving the achintya is the word that Prabhupada was explaining the most on, which is inconceivable. We shouldn't be, if we put logic, then that doesn't work because the logic will be, to put a logic, we need to know what is that logic. So if we know that logic, which is kind of limited, how can a limited be compared against unlimited? So we cannot put a logic there. So yeah, those are my 2 sentences, Prabhuji. Prabhupada is giving more and more examples, giving more clarity, quoting from, giving evidence from Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavatam that Krishna has a form, he's a person. And the relationship, Krishna and his relationships are very, very important. And our relationship with Krishna is to be known by him when we follow what our acharyas, our gurus, on how they lead us to the path. And Prabhupada is also saying that this path is very easy rather than void. Those are my 2 sentences, Prabhuji. Please correct. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So anyone else like to add something? The reflections?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, wonderfully explained by Mataji. So as we know, Krishna has so many qualities. So, but we have to meditate on Krishna's transcendental qualities. In the previous verses, we learned that how, by meditating on Krishna's transcendental qualities, at the time of death, we can easily reach him. And remembering Krishna means for us to meditate on his wonderful qualities And we know that, the Prabhupada has given us 4 regulative principles. So here we can see that how we can think of Krishna on his beautiful qualities. Here, some of them are listed, as we can see. Kavim, which means that we can know, because he knows everything. He knows the past, present, and the future. And Puranam, he's the oldest. He's the cause of all causes. We can see that, in Brahma Samhita also, he is the, in the first verse says, he's the cause of all causes. And he is the controller. He's the controller of everyone. All the planetary systems, all the everything. And he can be, he's the smaller of the smallest, because even in a small bacteria, even in a small atom, he's there as Paramatma. And even the biggest animal, like the blue whale or elephant, he's there. So he enters the hearts of every living entity. As we know, the tip of the, 10,000, the tip of the hair, that much small, the Atma is. And he maintains everybody. Not only he maintains the ant, he maintains the elephant. And we work so hard for our livelihood, but Krishna has given us everything actually, because even the animals eat every day, tons of food. But in this material world, at least I'm talking for myself, I'm so greedy. Even if we put a a grain of rice on the floor, and the birds come and eat whatever they need. But even if we put 100 bags of rice, one person takes it away everything because of the greediness. And as we can see, is inconceivable. God's energy is beyond our thinking jurisdiction. Sometimes we think with our limited senses, our logic, but Krishna has a better for everybody. Sometimes we think so much that we are always ready to give advice for others, but the same advice sometimes we don't follow. Yeah, so in this way, Rupam is the form, as a Shama Sundara form is, it is described here. And Aditya Varnam, luminous like a sun. He glows like a sun, and of course, he has so many transcendental qualities. So in that way, if we meditate on the qualities of the Lord, even if we are not in a mood to chant, but sometimes I myself, I try to think of Lord Krishna's form, or some of the qualities. That way we can get back to the track. That's my please correct Prabhuji. Hare Krishna then.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Let's see. I think there is yeah. Nandini Madaji, would you like to enlighten us a little bit on this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so much for mentioning my name and asking for comments, and thank you for nice discussion. These are the who is smaller than the smallest. This is one of the biggest potencies of Krishna, because nobody can be biggest and the smallest at the same time. And because he's smallest, he is with us. He's within every atom. He's there with each and every atom from the infinity time, immemorial, and he will be there till the infinity time in future. He's the best companion of us. And why? Because he cares for us. This is the most important attribute of God. Usually, Love, by love, we say I love you, but that's usually when somebody provides us food or shelter or somebody does something for us, then we say that I love you. Or even parents, we don't say that very easily. But Krishna loves us, and Krishna provides everything to us. He's with us all the time. He never leaves us alone. Because love means unconditional. Love means giving. Love means not judging. Love means always providing shelter. And that's divine love, and only Krishna can give us that. And although He is the maintainer of everyone and everything, He still cares for us because He's a person, and our relationship with Him is very personal. So one may be Kavi, one may know past, present, and future, but if He doesn't care about us, we will say, okay, so what's the big deal? But when Krishna cares about us, despite being the inconceivably strongest and inconceivably intelligent, that really matters to us. And that takes us to that is the most satisfying reason that we can be in bhakti. That's why we can do anything for Krishna too, ultimately, when we become pure devotees. That's my 2 cents, Prabhus. Hare Krishna, Dandavats.
Thank you, Mataji. So any other reflections? Anyone else?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. So very beautiful explanation of this wonderful purport. And Prabhuji, I just would like to add here that already Mataji said that we have personal relationship with Krishna. We should have. And Prabhupada here also emphasizing the fact that we should think the personal form of Krishna, not the impersonal form of Krishna. So Krishna is Aja, means he never born. But when he comes to this material world to do his lila, to his pastime, that time he comes in a personal form. His 200 Shamsundara form. Lord Rama came in a Treta Yuga. So that way, Krishna and Lord Ramakrishna's all the incarnations come as a personal form. So Prabhupada is telling, like, we should worship, we should establish our relationship with Krishna in his personal form. And as already Prabhuji's Mataji has mentioned, Krishna's different qualities, how he looks, and what he looks like, and what's his qualities, and what's our relationship should be with Krishna. And as Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says that Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So he is Anadiradi, he is the Adi Purush, he is the only Purush in this world, in spiritual world, material world. He is the Adi Purush. So we should worship our Adi Purush, Lord Krishna, and build personal relationship with him. And also Prabhupada here mentioned about the spiritual world, which is far beyond. And Krishna himself is achintya, inconceivable. And this material world, we cannot speculate about this material world. Is so big. So there Prabhupada says how like what's the question is coming about the spiritual world. It's a far way beyond of our imagination or mental speculations. So that's why always we have to have this philosophical speculations, and through the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, as Prabhupada mentioned here, with Vedas, and that those scriptural principles we have to follow, which are very important. So no mental speculations, but philosophical speculations through scriptures. Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, please, back to you. Please correct if I'm saying anything wrong.
Thank you, Mataji. So this verse, in the last 2 verses, we saw that Krishna is telling us how we have to remember him and just looking at the previous verse here, text 8. Yeah. So he wants us to constantly engage our mind in remembering him all the time, because the mind is so fickle, and but we have to force the mind to remember Krishna through our meditation. Now, here in this particular verse, text 9, he has mentioned, as all of you have already discussed, uh, 10 qualities. Although he has infinite number of qualities, infinite number of names, but he's given us, uh, Prabhuji, where's the text? Yeah. So he had infinite number of so many names and qualities, but here uh, in this particular verse, 10 qualities are named, and as you have all already discussed, uh, these 10 qualities, at least what I can see, is that they touch upon the aspects uh, of the Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti, then the Paramatma, and the Bhagavan. And so all of them are covered in this. Uh, but then the point is also made that the impersonal form is a void, and you cannot pray to a void, or you cannot. It's difficult to meditate on a void, as is stated in the purport. So, but we can meditate on the Paramatma or the Bhagavan. And the best thing is to meditate on the Bhagavan, because that is the energetic, and the energy is coming from the energetic. So uh, then the other point that's made here is that the Lord is a Purusha, is a person. He comes in different avatars. He has come as Krishna, Rama, and various other avatars, Vaman Dev, and so on. So, but in each, all the time, he's completely transcendental. He may appear as a human being, but when he comes on the planet, but he's transcendental. Uh, Krishna also, we are limited in our senses. We don't know what has happened in our previous life. We come to this life, and then we lead our lives totally engrossed in material activities, and we uh, we are so uh, covered with Maya that we completely forget uh, who is really the creator. And because we are uh, covered with Maya, we don't meditate or anything on the Lord. But those of us uh, through Krishna consciousness who realized who uh, at least it has given us some idea of how to go about uh, by doing the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to uh, to to start understanding Krishna. So he knows everything about us, and he is, as we have read before, he is he's the Paramatma in our heart, and is analogous to and also analogy has been given of two birds, one bird being the one bird observing the other bird, uh, and the bird that's one bird goes about uh, uh, eating fruit or whatever it wants to do, but the other bird is just a silent observer, and it lets the the bird eating the fruit to have its own freedom, and that's exactly our situation. Uh, the, the Paramatma is there in our heart, but then, and he's there as is described here in this verse as the smallest of the smallest. He's entered every atom, it's entered our heart. And while we are going about oblivious to the fact that Krishna is always watching us, we are doing pretty much what we want because we are covered by Maya. But then he he gives us that freedom. It's up to us through various processes to try and recognize who understand the Paramatma. And we read in the earlier chapters that about Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga, how to realize Paramatma within the heart. But that is a very difficult process. On the other hand, uh, in this age of Kali Yuga, to realize Krishna, we do the Maha Mantra. And that's why our chanting and everything is so important. And so and we also uh, know that the name of the Lord is as significant as the form of the Lord. In this Kali Yuga, especially with engaging the tongue, mind, and ears, as we read in the previous verse, we can constantly be chanting and and be thinking of the Lord that way. We're vibrating this in the Maha Mantra on our tongue and vibrating and hearing it in our ears. So this gives us a way of reaching Krishna, although we cannot directly see him, but we can be uh, through the Maha Mantra, through the sound, which is the same as uh, the form of the Lord. Uh, so the other point that's made here in this is the oldest person. He always was, he always will be. Uh, our material body is temporary. We are also part and parcel of him, but only if we realize that and follow this the Maha Mantra and do our chanting on a regular basis, then we can aspire to uh, rejoin him. Uh, the other the other point that's made here, as all of you have already mentioned, and I'm just repeating some of these points, is the word that's used here is achintya, is inconceivable. We have a small mind, really, and within that small mind, it's impossible for us to fathom who the Supreme Lord is. In uh, all the creation that He has done and how inconceivable He is. Uh, it's beyond our comprehension. So uh, we can speak, philosophers can keep on speculating, but that's really not getting anywhere. On the other hand, we have beautiful scriptures. Bhagavad Gita, which you're reading today, we have the Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we have the Vedas, as Prabhupada has mentioned. So instead of constantly arguing about whether Krishna is there or not there or whatever, uh, really, if we go into these, for instance, the Srimad Bhagavatam, it has so many leelas about the different avatars of the Lord. And each of them, uh, not only are there is different avatars, but there are different devatas. There are prayers offered by all the different demigods, and even sometimes, yeah, many demigods, all wonderful prayers, or Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, and so on. So that all the just the reading Srimad Bhagavatam and then doing the Bhagavad Gita here, as we're doing every day, gives us a chance to keep introspecting and meditating upon the Lord. That's our way of trying to understand more and more of the inconceivable. So that's basically what I have to say. Anyone else would like to add something? Please go ahead. Those who haven't spoken.
I think
Yeah, please, Mataji, please go ahead.
um, Prabhuji, I just wanted to add that from this purport, what I'm understanding is that Prabhupada is explaining um, all of what Krishna is, how smaller than the smallest and larger than the largest and inconceivable. We should not think that he's impersonal, but at the same time, it's not possible with our limited sense organs and limited knowledge to know him fully. But as long as we don't speculate and think whether he's there or he's not, or the Maharshis and the Vedas they say it, but maybe he's there or he's, but like as long as we have that shraddha and that faith that he's there, and like with that conviction to always feel and try to feel his presence with us like all the time. I think that is what ultimately Prabhupada is trying to explain through this verse. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Please correct me. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Let's see. Pavan Prabhu, would you like to give your reflections on this?
I think everybody covered most of the things in this. But yeah, I think the key point is the just recognizing the size and the nature of the God is impossible for finite beings like us. And maybe with the help of a guru, we can get to that state to at least understand some of it. It's when we just need to when we call each other Prabhu or when we call each other anything, right? We need to truly mean it and understand that the reason we are calling that is because the Prabhu itself resides in each other, right? So that way, if we kind of not just use it for just saying it, we kind of really mean it. And every time we think through or we see another person, we meet another person, another human, anything we meet, if we continue to keep thinking that that person is also a version of the same God or the same Brahman that we are all part of, it kind of slowly, reiterates into our brain that what it is. So I try to do it, but it is very difficult. You keep going back to your material life, day-to-day busy activities. But I think keeping that in mind every day, if we take those small steps, I think over a period of time, with the help of Guru, we can kind of get to an understanding of it. Haribol.
Yeah, thank you, Pavan Prabhu. So I think, yeah, he's inconceivable. Form is inconceivable. That's why uh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us and Prabhupada has given us the Maha Mantra so that uh, for the fallen souls in the Kali Yuga uh, can keep on chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra because we have so many distractions. So we try to do that. And so, as I already said, uh, the name of the Lord is as powerful as his form. So we have to keep doing our rounds and keep doing our chanting so that we have a better understanding, or at least we focus on Krishna. Uh, Baldev Seya Prabhu, you'd like to add it? Not responding. Okay, who else hasn't spoken yet? Baldev Seya Prabhu not available, or?
I think maybe some call or something.
No, I'm good, Prabhuji. It's a very nice discussion. Everything well discussed. Nothing else to add. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Nothing to add? Okay, all right. Let's see, who else? Jai Shri Mataji, I have not I'm not sure who
Yes,
it is.
I'm joining for the first time. I just wanted to see how it goes. I just saw the WhatsApp group and I was interested in these kind of discussions. I used to be in Chinmaya Mission discussion group some time ago, but now
Oh, are
I am.
you from Orlando?
No, I used to be in Chinmaya Mission
Oh,
in Chicago. Right now I am in Tampa.
okay.
So I just looked at the WhatsApp group and decided to join. Um, Yeah,
Oh, I see. Okay. No, welcome to the group. I hope you join every
thank you.
day.
It's very good discussion.
So, do
Yeah.
you have any thoughts or anything? Anything you'd
Uh,
like to add?
yes, I did listen to everyone speaking and their thoughts. I think they covered most of it. I don't have anything to add. I'm just observing this time. From next time, maybe I will join the discussion.
Okay. Thank you, Madhuri.
Thank you.
So should we read
Venkat Prabhu?
one more shloka,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, or
I'm sorry.
should we read one more shloka, or we'll continue this discussion?
Do you think, I mean, we have 15 minutes more. I mean, we can read extend, right? And then that's going in a different, we could do that.
If anybody would like to add anything, please add. Otherwise, we can at least read and then we can, discuss more.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I was just reading this purport, and it's so beautiful. Prabhupada is telling that how will think the Krishna, how will think the Supreme Lord, and what's the process, and who is he, and all the each and every sentence Prabhuji is describing about the Lord, and it's so beautiful. Like we should meditate upon the purport. I mean, I'm just while I'm reading and seeing like who is the Lord. So nicely Prabhupada is explaining here in this purport all the minute details about the Lord and his qualities, his energy, which are so beautiful, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one thing I just would like to know a little more detail. He pervades this material world and yet is beyond it. So it he pervades this material world. So means Prabhuji, this is telling about pervading this material world means Prabhuji. I just would like to understand that. Like, is that mentioning about his external energy and his all creation in this material world?
Where does it say permeates? Is it permeates or permits?
Pervades, pervades,
It's mean
pervading.
existing everywhere.
Pervades.
I think you're referring to Achintya, right? Achintya means
Yeah,
that,
so it's in the middle.
4 lines below, Prabhu.
Yeah.
4 lines below. Who can argue this point? He pervades this material world and yet beyond it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
The line below.
Yeah, he pervades this material world and yet is beyond it.
In the sense, he does not get affected by this material world.
Okay.
You know, beyond it, like it's beyond him.
Beyond him, yeah. So
We can be inside the material world and get distressed because of Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, Adi the Adhyatmik, Adi Daivik. So, but he's beyond it.
He's beyond it. So he's
yeah,
infallible.
infallible. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Mata. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay.
Mataji, you brought up Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Mataji brought up a very good point on how Prabhupada is trying to explain the details, very detailed on the translation it is also explained. It's very hard to understand the translation in the first place from the shloka. Translation itself is, and then explaining even more detail. Only the gurus, the acharyas, who actually are the bhaktas, they, and Prabhupada always says, right, it's not me writing it, it's Krishna making Prabhupada write, or Krishna writing it. So only bhaktas who or the devotees can understand what only the devotees can write and share. Acharyas can, because they practice and their mercy towards others who are seeking for the same who are seeking the same happiness. So thank you for bringing that up, Mataji, because we have initially, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we hear a lot, what is this, what is that, and so forth. So constantly listening, constantly hearing Shravana, through these purports, Prabhupada gives us realizations on what exactly is Krishna, who exactly is Krishna. Only through Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, Guru or Prabhupada, Sadhus who are encouraging us, who are inspiring us, and then Shastra already available that Prabhupada has given, so easy to understand. So we just have to follow their footsteps. We don't have to create. Prabhupada said many a times, we don't have to create something new. It's already there. It's already there. We don't have to invent anything. Try to find out, putting a logic and all. Just to follow. That's all. Just give it a try. Just follow. And then slowly, it will open up. And then we'll get to know the Satya, the real truth. So I just felt like sharing, not that you all don't know, but when Mataji brought up about Prabhupada, I felt like sharing, Prabhuji. Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna.
I think Prabhupada, he has taken, those 10 points, 10 qualities mentioned in the translation, and he has taken each of those and expanded on them. So you can see that quite clearly if you start from the beginning there. The process of thinking of the Supreme is mentioned in this verse. And then he says he's not impersonal or void. Then he goes on to talking about him as being a person and his different avatars. And then he's talking about being the oldest. So each of those is really expanding in this verse, and he's doing it very nicely. And also he's think of mentioning how this whole universe, I mean, really, it's inconceivable how it's sustained by the Lord through His energy. And that is really totally inconceivable. All the planets are revolving. The sun is there, and then we have the different planets, all within this universe. And then you have several such universes. It's not just this is only one of them. And we have read that before. So the whole thing is just inconceivable. And for us, for our minds, it's very difficult to even comprehend what's going on in the material world, let alone the transcendental world. So we know there's something else, but we can only pray to that inconceivable, and through the form of the Lord, which is Krishna. Anyone else wants to, for a few more minutes?
Yes, Prabhuji. So very, very nicely you explained, Prabhuji. And it's Prabhuji, that Virat, Krishna's Virat Rupa is also this is maybe the explanation of his Virat Rupa too, when he showed his Virat Rupa, Vishwa Rupa to Arjun. It's also everything is there on that route. The big planet, galaxies, material world, spiritual world. Yes.
Well, the whole universe and the galaxy, we
Yeah.
know that from Krishna's Leelas, that when he was a child, he ate some mud. And then Mother Yashoda asked him to open his mouth because she wanted to remove that. And she was stunned to see all the universe and everything, all the planets, everything revolving there. So, yeah, it's just inconceivable. Whole form itself, everything. But at the end of the day, we still have a Maha Mantra, and we have to keep doing that. That's the only way we can understand it. Anything else? Anyone? Otherwise, you want to stop here, Prabhuji? Shubha?
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji. We got a very wonderful, by everybody. So, anybody else would like to add anything or any questions, you can ask Prabhuji. Wonderful discussion. Yeah, the Achintya means that which is beyond the material world. I think Mataji explained very well. And therefore, intelligent persons avoiding useless argument and speculation should accept what is stated in the scriptures like Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavatam. So that's what we are doing. So this will lead us for our understanding. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Okay, I think the next verse is a little different. So not different, but it talks about how to meditate on the Lord through yoga and so on. So that's slightly different from this. So I think that should be a discussion with Sridhar Prabhu on Monday.
Agreed, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, if there's nothing else, then we can finish here.
Let's all say 3 times Hari Bol to our Raghu Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo. Thank you, Raghu Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Beautiful explanation. Beautiful details.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Krishna.